profit first is one of the big components because we practice what we preach. So we also have our cash management system implemented inside of our own business because what that is at the end of the day, Profit First is a simple cash management tool, which most people have probably heard of, even if you haven't implemented. It's the envelope method, but for business.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I'm your host, Michelle Kesil. Today I'm joined by someone I'm looking forward to chatting with, David Richter, who's been making serious moves in the investing space. So really glad to have you on the show today, David. I think the listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching helping investors with their cash flow management and teaching them how to hold their money and be wise investors. So let's dive into all of those topics.
Thanks for having me, and sounds good. I'm ready to dive in.
Amazing. Oh, first off, for those that are not familiar with you and your world, can you just give the short version of what your main focus is?
I was in real estate, saw a huge need that a lot of people made money but couldn't keep it. So I transitioned to the financial sector of real estate to help people understand where their money's going. Because if you have clarity in your finances, you can understand and keep more money. So what I have now is a fractional CFO company. We don't just focus on the bookkeepings and the dollars and cents. We also focus on the financial strategy to keep more, to reinvest in the right places, and to ultimately help the owner get paid what they're worth. So that's what we focus on now at our Simple CFO, and I own that company with about 20 CFOs, over 100 clients in the real estate space, and just helping people keep more of what they're making.
Amazing. Yeah. Can you expand a bit on exactly like the type of product and service that your company provides?
Yes, my favorite thing to talk about. Just kidding. So here we go. So we do fractional CFO work. And what that is most people have heard of a CFO, a chief financial officer, but usually that's like someone in an ivory tower in a big corporate W-2 world. They might have heard that term. What we're doing is we're bringing the power of a CFO to the small business world. So being able to have someone that's there not just to tell you where all the monies went, but like what can you do with these dollars that are coming in? How can you forecast? Where are you going? So what does that mean practically? Practically, we do three things. We call it laying the financial foundation. Number one, make sure you have a good set of books and a good bookkeeper. Like you have to have numbers, you have to have a profit and loss and balance sheet. We'll teach you how to read the financial statements and all that. So that's number one.
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
Number 2 thing we do is implement Profit First, which is a cash flow management system, like knowing where every dollar is going because you want to get paid, you want to have cash reserves, you want to make sure you know where every dollar is going. Third thing we do is a dashboard. We implement a customized dashboard so that way the investor knows exactly where their money's going, but then also can plan. And it's not just fly by the seat of their pants. Let's hope this works. Let's hope this marketing campaign works. And let's actually see where did the dollars flow from and to, and did we actually make a return? And we track all that through that dashboard, and that helps the owner be a real business owner and track the business by the numbers. So those 3 things are like the tangible things we do, and then recurring meetings with people. And then we do bookkeeping, of course, and all that if they need it. But we can come in just as their fractional CFO and oversight of their bookkeeping and all that as well. So there you go.
Awesome. Yeah. So, what do you commonly see that people are missing or not fully educated on in
Yeah.
terms of their cash flow management?
Well, number 1, I believe a lot of entrepreneurs, well, because this is just very typical that an entrepreneur is the deal maker. They love the deal, the hunt. Let's go make the money. And as long as money's in the bank account, we're going to be okay. It's like most rallying cry of most entrepreneurs out there, even in the real estate space. Doesn't matter what space. But this is where we've seen a lot of people they don't place any, I would say, intentionality around their numbers or their money because, number 1, they haven't been taught. Number 2, if someone is teaching, they look like me, but they're a lot more boring. And they say these words that are going over our heads as business owners. What are they talking about? Just all that. Okay, the assets liability, but how does this play into I'm doing deals and where's the money going? And why are you telling me my profit and loss says I made 70,000, but I have 7,000 in my bank account? So what I'm saying is just there's a disconnect. There's a big disconnect between the entrepreneur who understands that if I know my numbers, I can make a change in my business versus someone else will take care of this. I just need to go do deals. So that's one of the big things I see. The other I see is in the cash management piece. Most entrepreneurs manage their entire cash piece of their business by one big bank account where all the money comes in, all the money goes out. They don't know what their money's for. Is it for profit, or is that money in there for marketing or payroll? Or they don't have the clarity that a lot of them are seeking to make better money decisions. So I'd say that's another thing I'm saying, that just if there's some small tweaks you can make, that way you won't miss the boat and you'll actually have the cash, you'll know where every dollar's going, and you can start paying yourself.
Yeah, that's so valuable and important. I love that you found this gap and I wanted to support people through it. So, what has been the key to keeping your business running smoothly?
Well, I'm going to be biased here and say Profit First is one of the big components because we practice what we preach. So we also have our cash management system implemented inside of our own business, because what that is at the end of the day, Profit First is a simple cash management tool, which most people have probably heard of, even if you haven't implemented. It's the envelope method, but for business, where the envelope method, you have different envelopes. You're intentional with every dollar in your personal life. And once the dollar bills are out of that envelope, you don't have any more for that category of expenses. Same thing in your business, only except you're not just categorizing every expense. You're actually going to categorize some things that you like as a business owner, like profit and owner's pay. And then this one I don't love, but it's a peace of mind account, the owner's tax account. So we actually set up physical business checking accounts. And for us, it's been so eye-opening. I can't imagine if for the last 6 years, if I just had one big bank account, all this money coming in and out. Because let's think about it. If I was a typical real estate investor who got money from let's say a private lender, and they sent me the full purchase price, the repairs, and all the holding costs from purchase until the property is going to close. So they sent me this big wire.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency. It's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors. and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Well, I've got my money to run the business in that one big account, but then I get a wire from a lender, and now I've got this huge, like 6 figures plus, maybe 7 figures if you've got multiple deals going, and I feel really good, like, yes, I've got tons of cash, I'm going to be okay. But a lot of that cash is earmarked for a project. And like same in my industry as well too. If I get money from outside sources, if I get deals, like whatever it might be, like we have to separate out the money so I don't have a inflated sense of false security. Like I have all this money in the account and so I can just spend whatever I want to. Well, especially in real estate, like a lot of that should be earmarked for deals. And like in any industry, like there should be specific items you're spending that money on that's in your account. So now if I can just separate that out, that's helped run our business smoother. It's honestly, as the owner, like I definitely look like I should be running an accounting firm. Like I look like the bookkeeper accountant, but my background's real estate investing. So as the entrepreneur and the business owner, it saved me a ton of headache and a ton of just like, I know where the dollars are and I know if we're off track or on track, or like if these cash balances are getting bigger, or if we have enough reserves, like if something were to happen and we do actually, have to have we have a down period or something. So I would say that's one that's brought me a lot of peace of mind, is just having a good cash system in place. I will say as a secondary for helping our business run smooth, we also run on a business operating system. The book Traction and EOS and all of that, that's helped us with like the bones of the business and help run our meetings internally and giving people the outlets and helping us build our culture and all that. So I would say that's a big close second. But number one is definitely keeping the money in order so I don't have to worry as the owner. And then number two, it's like the bones of the business. Those are two systems that have really helped us.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so important to track. So let me ask you this. What are you most focused on solving or scaling next?
For us, we started, I love this question because I've been in business, this will be, while we're recording this, literally the business is turning 6 this year. For the first 5 years, we did not offer bookkeeping. And in the last, I would say, year and a half, though, we did offer bookkeeping, but just internally to our own clients. For the last 6 months, we've started offering bookkeeping outside of, just our core clients. So this is where our core, I should say, CFO clients. So this is where we're opening up that side. And we're just seeing that so many people need just a good starting point. Like they don't even have a fighting chance because they don't even have anything in place. They either have spreadsheets, but they're not keeping up with them. They have napkins, like they've got a shoebox full of receipts. So that's one thing we're definitely focused on, is getting them clarity so they have the numbers, so that way they can take advantage of what do these numbers mean, or having a higher level conversation, down the road. So that's definitely one thing we're focused on. I'm also a big proponent of focus. So for me, I'm not trying to do a ton of different things or go outside my lane. So we're still growing the fractional CFO side and hiring great CFOs on our team, and then bringing in great clients that want to feel more like a business owner and keep more. So it's just the consistency of spreading the message, letting people know we're out there, letting them know we can help. So that's really what we're focused on, is the CFO services, and we've added bookkeeping. So we're just going deeper with our client base.
Yeah. And when it comes to growing your client base and finding those new people that would benefit from your service, like how has that journey been?
Oh, it's been a journey. Journey is the right word for it.
That's the right word.
Yeah. Because at the beginning, when it was just myself and like one virtual assistant, which that guy I love to death. He's been with me for 10 years. This is where, when I was first getting started, I was still speaking and I was just randomly going to groups. And over the years, it's evolved. That it has been a journey, because it's like I've been part of masterminds, I've been part of events, I've gone and spoke at places, I've gone on like there's some investing trips where they take cruises. So you're literally locked on a ship together, and like that's where you can network. So I would say number one, out of all the things that I've done over the years, the number one thing has been our network, like being able to do stuff like this, just the podcast and getting the message out and being able to help others and just like open their mind that if you're making money, you don't have to feel broke.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
So number one would be network. Number two would be speaking, like in person or getting invited to a place. And that way, that's really helped. I will say, when I wrote the book, Profit First for Real Estate Investing, that helped me get the other things like the affiliate partnerships and the stages, because that brought a level of authority to the marketplace. And I wanted to bring this piece because it's such a foundational piece, and it can be so simple that an entrepreneur could go out there and see immediate results, and to start keeping more. So that was another thing on my journey that really helped, was writing the book and getting authority out there as well. Now, I will say we've tried Facebook, Instagram, all of that. And paid ads for me have not been great. It's been a one-to-one return. So it's that's where I've gone on so many different rabbit holes in the marketing world, but it's constantly testing what works. But we always keep what's working running in the background. If you ever hear some of the big speakers in the real estate space, they say focus on one thing, get really good at one marketing channel and then expand out from there. And it's make sure you still have the one marketing channel that consistently works, but then you can start to try and implement other things in place. And we've really, honestly, in our business, in the finance world, taken that advice and ran with it as well. So we keep those things running, and then we start to say, okay, what are the trends right now? What is something that we could do, that could help people outside? And then thinking outside the box. Lately, one of the things that we've done outside the box is we've offered training to specific groups around, does your student base, your client base need to learn about the profit and loss, the balance sheet, simple cash flow methods, things that you might not teach if you're teaching them how to get the deals and get them closed and get the money in the door. Do you need another piece that's, okay, the money's in the door, now what do I do with it? So that's really been beneficial to a lot of the groups we've spoken to, because that's usually training that they're not offering to people. So that's been a creative thing we've done recently as well.
Can you expand on that piece of what people could do with that money?
So what they can do, do you mean the piece of if the money's in the door, what they can do with it?
Yeah.
So first of all, you got to put revenue in first position. So you got to make sure money is coming in the door. But the first thing I would do is what I was saying with Profit First, I would have a system that's intentional with that money. So instead of it being wired to one big bank account, I would have it a specific account called income, where the money is wired into your business. And then you have other accounts set up, and then you transfer from income to those other accounts, like the profit, like I was saying, the owner's comp account, the taxes. And then another one would be operational expenses. So when it comes in, you're telling your money where to go, versus it comes into one account and it's just all going in and out, and you're like, what the heck is going on here? I have no clarity. I would have a very specific system like Profit First in place, so a dollar comes in and a certain percentage goes to profit, certain percentage goes to my pay as the owner, certain percentage goes to the tax account, and a certain percentage goes to the operational expenses to keep the business running and growing. So that's what I would do and recommend, is once it comes in, you're intentional with every dollar.
Yeah, that's super important. So can you share a little bit about the book that you wrote? What's the main focus of it?
Well, the main focus is Profit First. So Profit First was an original book by Mike Hambright, who wrote about the principles of Profit First and really understanding where the dollars are going and giving the bones of the Profit First system. What I wrote was Profit First specifically for the real estate industry, because we're a lot different than a brick and mortar business or a restaurant, or even some online businesses or coaching or mentorship or anything like that. We are based with assets. You buy a house and you either hold it and you rent it, or you fix and flip it, or you have a wholesale company. There's so many different exit strategies. So what I wrote specifically was, how do you adapt the methodology of Profit First and the practical application to real estate, such as if you have some of those core accounts I already talked about, I would add another account and call it OPM, other people's money. So that way, if you get money from a private lender, you don't mix it in with all the other accounts to run the business. You have a specific account to run your rehab projects from if you're getting private money. So it's like some of those type things that I write about in the book to adapt Profit First and the whole system to real estate, because my background's real estate and I saw all the ups and downs and what not to do and what to do and all that stuff. And that's why I brought that book to the marketplace, because I saw how much it helped us and in different businesses. And then I wanted to bring that ideology and that practical implementation to a larger base of people, because we can't work with everyone. I think at this point we've sold over 15,000 books. It's like I can't work with 15,000 companies all at one time at this point. So it's like I wanted to get the book out there to expand the knowledge and give anyone, if they're just getting started or if they're down the road, at least a good place to start.
Amazing. Yeah. So what are like some things that you've learned from that like real estate journey that maybe some people early on, it would be helpful for them to
Yeah.
know?
One of the things I already mentioned, focus in our business, in the financial business. And really, I will say, when I was in the real estate space and I was part of a company where we scaled it up from about 5 deals a month, which was already a lot of deals, to about 25 deals a month. And we did a lot of different exit strategies. We were doing turnkeys, fix and flip, seller finance, lease options, straight rentals. Like, we were doing lots of different types of deals. And honestly, it blew our company apart back then, because we weren't focused on what was the real money makers in the business. It was almost like, here's a deal. What bucket does it go best in? And like, we'll just share the resources with the different exit strategies. So then it just became too top heavy. We had to hire too many people. So I would say one of the biggest pieces of advice I would give my early self, or like in that business in my early 20s and go into the leadership team, to be like, we need to focus on like these 2 exit strategies that we're really good at, that are making us money, because everything else is a distraction. Even though it's making us money, it's not helping us with our bottom line. It's literally tearing us apart basically from the inside. So I would just tell someone, if you're getting started, get really good at like one exit strategy, maybe wholesale. If you don't have a lot of money and you need to get that up and running, it's like, do you need to wholesale to create the ATM machine? Or are you on the flip side? Maybe you had a W-2 career where you saved a lot of cash and you were in a high-paying job and you have a lot of money, but maybe not a lot of time. Well, then it's learning the rental game, or learning syndications or multifamily, and really understanding how to park your money safely in real estate. And it's really understanding, go down one rabbit hole first in the real estate space, learn how to make money and to do it efficiently and effectively before you start spreading out. Because I'm not going to say you should never do more exit strategies, but get really good at those and make sure you don't take your eye off the ball of what's bringing the money in.
Yeah, I love that. That is such valuable advice. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, for sure.
So before we wrap up here, if somebody wants to reach out, connect, collaborate, learn more from you, what's the best place for them to find you?
So if they go to our main website, simplecfo.com, we've got everything there, what we do, how we do it. We've also got like the book a call link. But if you're part of Investor Fuel, I do have a specific link that gives you like a copy of my book, if you want Profit First for Real Estate Investing. And you can find that at simplecfo.com/freebies-investor fuel. So if you want that, it's freebies-investor fuel. So it's simplecfo.com/freebies-investor fuel if you want the book, the full download.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, your story, and perspective. So thank you again for being here.
Thanks, Michelle.
Yes. And for those of you that are tuning in, if you got value from this, make sure you've subscribed. We have more conversations coming with operators just like David who are building real businesses. And we'll see you all on our next episode.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.